Okay, so let's start off now. So we're going to start by drawing something that basically uses shapes. Okay, we're going to use shapes to make our drawings easier, more creative, and just a simpler way of tackling any kind of artwork. Okay, so this is, I feel like, one of those things that like every artist must know how to do, which is to manipulate shapes. Okay, so let's start that off. We're going to draw a baby dinosaur. Okay, let's draw a baby dinosaur here. Again, just starting with the shapes first. I'm going to draw something that looks kind of like a rectangle, slightly like a rectangle, not exactly. Looks like a soft bent rectangle, no? Like this. Okay. Then now this is just to visualize. So you can draw messy. Okay, draw it really, really messily. It doesn't matter. We can make it neat later on. So this will be the head. If this is the head, then one small line here, and that's the jaw. Okay. I'm serious. You can draw very messily, and it's totally fine. Then here, I'll just make a kind of S shape for the neck. Okay, like that. And then from the middle, I will make a kind of oval like this. Okay, like almost like an egg shape, kind of oval like this. Notice that the neck is kind of going to the middle here like this. Okay, not the middle. I mean, kind of like, inside the oval, and that's the body, right? Then we have the arms, which I'll draw in just stick figure form right now because I just want to know how everything is placed. So one arm here, one arm over there, okay? Then one leg coming outward like this. This is still the knee. This is the knee point. Then this is the ankle. And it comes down till the foot. And then you have two things there. If this is a little unclear, I'll draw it again. Here, it's just a straight line. Okay. And a similar thing over here. Like that. And the tail will come out that way. Okay, easy. So we already kind of understand the shape, we understand the, the overall look and feel for it, right? Harit Bhai, what's up, man? How are you?
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you, sir.
Good to see you again.
Nice to see you again, sir.
Good, good. Hope you enjoyed the session.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so now I'm going to start drawing the inner parts of the face, which is one is this one big eye here. Now we're drawing a baby dinosaur, right? So a baby dinosaur will actually have kind of a very innocent looking face, right? Very innocent looking face. So a big eye is the best way to do that. Okay, along with the big eye, you can make like a nice sleepy eyelid like this. Same with the lower eyelid also. And a nice big sort of iris for the eye. Like that. And two ovals, one, two, like this for inside the eye, okay? So that's going to really give a lot of detail and that really babyish innocent look for the eye. Now, and yeah, if through this workshop, if you guys are enjoying what you're seeing, if you're enjoying what you're learning, send me some emojis, at least so I know that you guys are having a good time. Now I'll just make just a little bit of a forehead type of thing there. And then I'll start drawing the actual head like this. Like that. Okay, very thin and small lower jaw. Just a very, very thin and small lower jaw like this. Now I'll do the neck, coming down like this. Okay. Now the various body parts, right? You can draw it exactly the way the stick figures are showing. Okay, just exactly like this. The claws. Just make the whole thing thicker. That's all. Just thicker. Pragati, you can practice it daily by just doing using these shapes to draw anything that you want. So if you like to draw an elephant, start looking at elephants and start breaking it down into simpler shapes. If you want to draw, if you want to draw a chicken, look at its head, look at its body, look at various different parts of it, and start breaking it down into shapes like this. Just like how I broke down the head to separate shape, the body to separate shape. Now, and then the top, and then this is the end. Okay. Then so going to go this side and same that you do the fingers, it's the same way for the toes. Just
Hey Advait, could you please check your network connection? Your voice is cracking.
Okay, just check. 1 second. Okay, can someone confirm to me? Is my voice okay now?
Yes, yes, it's better now.
Yes,
All
yes.
right, great. So now we just make the back. You can see, right, like how these shapes are actually really helping in just visualizing what the animal needs to look like, and just make it, and just it helps in basically just freeing your mind to just be creative, because the shapes already start determining what the character is going to look like. Nostril you can just make into the number 6, like this. Okay. And now we get into that next part of the of cartooning, which is basically inking. And inking is basically just a fancy word for tracing. So I want you all to pull out any graphic pens that you have, or ballpoint pens, or gel pens, whatever it is. Okay, that you have with you, or if you have technical, sketching pens with you, then definitely use that. But like I said, if you don't have it, that's fine. You can always use something else. Just make sure it's black color. That's all. Okay. So I'm going to take my graphic inking pen. Let me just show it to you 1 second. It's this. It's a Pigma graphic inking pen, and it kind of has the tip of a sketch pen. Now, one technique that I found that is very, very useful is to basically use lines that go from thin to thick or thick to thin. Okay, so it goes thin like this, very, very thin, and then thickens up like that.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, are you on Instagram or Behance? Where can we see the inspiration from where did you take the inspiration, and what did you went through your complete journey of character?
Yeah. So my Instagram is basically just my name. So if you just search for Adit Nambiar, you'll find me on Instagram. And you can connect with me there also if you want. Okay, but going back to the style of drawing, right? Always go from thick lines to thin lines, or thin lines to thick lines. It's just the way to do it. All the professional inkers, comic book artists, storyboarders, all of them, they all use this style. And the minute you start doing the same thing, yours will also start looking very much more professional. Now the eye, we have to be a little careful, okay? Everyone, just be a little careful with the eye. Watch me first. I'm just going to very carefully make the eyelid like this, thin lines only so far. Okay, for the eyelid, all thin lines. Now this is the most important. This iris of the eye and these two ovals. These two ovals need to be absolutely untouched. Okay, so that's why I made an outline between them, so that we can just color around them and just leave those two ovals alone, because that shine right in the eye will really give a great effect to the whole thing. There. You see how much better that looks? Okay. Then inside the mouth also.
So your audio is not clear.
I didn't say anything. No, it's okay now. It's still. Okay, now I'm just making these arms. Very try not to make very scratchy sort of hairy lines. Try and be as smooth your as possible.
So your voice is not clear.
Okay, let me just change. Okay, just 1 second. Okay, so I just changed networks. It should clear up in another minute or so, I suppose. I hope everyone is trying at least to go from thin lines to thick lines. Okay, so now I'm just finishing up this outlining. Okay, now here we have one long line, right? Like, watch how I handle this, okay? So I start off with a thick line here, and then I slowly reduce until I start getting thinner lines. And it doesn't matter if there's a slight break here and there. So it goes thin, and then I come back to thickest, like that. And that variation, right? Even though it's a small thing, it makes a difference. Okay, so what you should have by the end of it is something like this. And now let's just remove some of the unnecessary markings. Okay, let's remove these lines and markings and all of that. Do it carefully, okay? Don't let the ink marking come off. So do it a little bit carefully. Especially around the eyes, be careful. Okay.
Hey Advait, your voice is cracking again. Can you please check your network? Advait, can you hear me?
Already. Yes.
Your voice was cracking again for the past 5 minutes. Like it wasn't. Sorry? Oh, you're not audible,
No,
Advait.
it's okay.
You're on mute.
Sir, I have made.
Yeah, join. If you made Daria. Very nice. Very, very nice. Guys, I'm just going to log off and come back. Okay, so that if there's any kind of disturbance or you're not able to hear me, I'll just change my network and come. Okay, give me 1 sec. I'll be back.
Meanwhile, guys, I would like to see every one of yours work. Can you all quickly show me your work? I can see Arpita's work. That's nice. I'll spotlight your video for everyone. Wow, Arpita, that's really good. Is this the first time you're doing this?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, wow. This is really amazing to be for the first time. I have many more people who are showing me. I would quickly like to show everyone's work here. Kushi. Kushi, is this your first time as well? I can see. Stuti. Guys, how many of you are doing this for the first time? Can you quickly tell me? Wow. And this is too good. I believe sir is teaching you all in the
I am
easiest
very
possible method that you guys are doing so well. I can see so many dinosaurs right now on my screen. This is amazing. Stuti, you've turned off your camera.
Sanjana, am I audible now?
Yes, Advait, you are clearly audible. Also, if you can see, these are the first
Yeah,
time. Isn't this amazing?
really amazing.
Great.
Superb, superb.